Japanese people are panicking. They're not only panicking, but they are showing how badly they do not want Africans to move or to immigrate to Japan by protesting. They recently protested. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss. As you watched, there was a huge protest by the Japanese people. And believe it or not, this is all over a misunderstanding. Their government actually never said that the African hometown that they have suggested, or this initiative, is going to be real. It is, according to the Japanese government, at least the authorities, this was never intended to be a thing where Africans are immigrating and are getting special visas or they're going to be moving to Japan. No, it was a symbolic initiative. Just like in Ethiopia, you'll find a road and it's named after China, or you'll find a road in Kenya named after Ethiopia's previous emperor. It is to create a bond, but through symbolic initiative, not necessarily by giving the other country a place in your country. It made it sound like that when they said African hometown, and it was 4 African countries actually part of this symbolic initiative. And the countries were Mozambique, Nigeria, Ghana, and Tanzania. So Mozambique was given Imbari, Nigeria was given Kisarazu, and Ghana was given Sanjo. Tanzania, Nagai. So these are the countries that were represented in that African hometown. As you know, it's not just Japan, China, Russia, US, Europe, you name it. Everyone is trying to have a relationship with African countries, and they're trying to be ahead of the others, right? Because they all know the future is Africa. They all know they need Africa if they want the resources, the brains, the youth, because most of these countries, their birth rate is going lower and lower and lower. They're basically dying. They're dying without replacing themselves, without having kids, more kids. And some of them are even being given money to have more kids and insurance and you name it. They're trying to make them happy so that they can have more kids, but they're still not having those kids, especially Japan. It's in a ridiculous rate and they're panicking. They need more kids, but they're not having, they're not populating. But Africans, as you know, our population is growing more and more and more and more. And in the future, we're definitely going to outnumber any of these countries. So because of that reason, a lot of these foreign nations want to have a good relationship with Africa, and Japan, from my understanding, was trying to do that, but because of some misrepresentation, and even African governments like Nigeria misrepresented the hometown situation, as well as some outlets, they reported on it and said that Japan is giving 4 cities to 4 African countries, which was never true. They never said that. But because of those false reports, Japanese people panicked and went out on the streets to say no to Africans, which was never the case in the first place. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.